You're saying you want joy. You're saying you want a killer life. You're claiming you want a solid family and a rewarding career, and a sex life that would make James Bond feel like he's living in a monastery. But my friend, your moves, they're telling a whole different story. And right now your moves are broadcasting loud and clear that you're all set to be a miserable heap of sorrow. So let's fast track that process, shall we? Here's your fail-safe 7-step misery manual for anyone looking to plunge headfirst into a life of thoroughgoing unhappiness. And don't sweat it, you've already got a head start on a few. Step 1, master the art of pointing fingers. Blame, blame, and then blame some more. From this moment forward, anything that goes sideways, it's someone else's mess up. You're just an innocent pawn. The world's treating you like a punching bag. Now that's a piece of cake. The tough part is locking onto your targets. If you're fresh off the boat in the misery sea, I'd suggest taking cues from the seasoned veterans of unhappiness and see who they're holding responsible for their woes. Hot favorites are usually the big bad government, society at its worst, the greed-fueled corporations, and your dear old mom and dad. Step 2, turn complaining into your second language. Now that you've got your lineup of scapegoats for all your troubles, your mission is to use every ounce of your time and energy to let others know that it's all they're doing. Because let's face it, if you're going to be stuck in the misery lane, why not drag everyone else down with you, right? Complaining is your magic trick for a faux sense of moral high ground. It makes it look like you're onto something, even though the only thing you're onto is a couch. It makes you look like you're on some global rescue mission, even though we both know that the only one you're trying to save is your own skin. This is crucial because if you're going to shove all your issues onto everyone else's plate, you can't ever find yourself doing anything remotely productive. That would be stepping into accountability territory. Step 3, treat discomfort or challenges like they're contagious diseases. We all know growth comes with the side of discomfort, and if we're growing, well, that means some part of our life is leveling up. So let's skip the gym and avoid breaking a sweat altogether. No need for those tough conversations that might actually make our relationship stronger. And why bother learning new skills or hobbies? It's way easier to stick to what we already know. And as for changing our minds, no way. That requires effort and an open mind, and who's got time for that? Step 4, become a professional at waiting for a savior. Let's face it, it's tough to keep whining about the world's problems without actually lifting a finger to make a difference. Eventually, it starts feeling a bit bleak. To ensure our misery thrives long term, we need a flicker of hope, even if we're not willing to put in any effort ourselves. So what's the game plan? Simple. We outsource our hopes to an unsuspecting hero. That's right, we recline, cross our arms, and wait for someone else to swoop in and fix everything. Step 5. Unleash your fury when others don't magically fix your entire life. That's right, people are the worst. They constantly let you down and can't be trusted. It takes a true master of misery to convince themselves that someone else holds the secret formula to eradicate their misery, only to explode like a volcano when that someone falls short. You see, this whole thing operates like a merry-go-round of crap. The deeper you sink into misery, the more you rely on others for validation and salvation. But guess what? They'll inevitably disappoint you, and you'll respond with a full-on symphony of complaints, pushing people away like it's an Olympic sport. Step 6. Enter the realm of extreme obsession, what other people think of you. Now, this is where things get really interesting, and by interesting, I mean a roller coaster ride to the depths of agony. Since you've mastered blaming others, incessant complaining, and having irrational expectations of them fixing your life, it's only natural to become absolutely fixated on what everyone and their grandmother thinks of you. Whether you fancy a touch of anxiety or a full-blown social dysfunction, just remember, no matter what folks say or do, it's always about you. Because, hey, the world revolves around your every move, right? Step 7, numbing yourself. By this point, your life should be spinning out of control, with none of it being your fault, and everyone around you is tired of hearing your complaints. We've officially reached peak misery, where the pain and despair become a bit overwhelming, so it's time to introduce a regular dose of numbing and distraction to keep yourself somewhat functional. Of course, indulging in video games, adult entertainment, binge watching, and endless scrolling on TikTok is just scratching the surface. But if you're ready to take your numbing skills to Olympic level, might I suggest a slight obsession with mixology, testing your luck with gambling, or even embarking on a spontaneous adventure with the so-called budget-friendly companions? Remember, in the realm of misery, distractions are your best friend. We did it, folks. We reached the pinnacle of eternal misery, and let me make it crystal clear, I take zero ownership for this. Nope, not my fault. It's all on you. After all, you're the one who clicked on this and stuck around till the bitter end. Now, as much as I'd love to continue, I've got a video to post, followed by a good old complaint fest about how the algorithm never gives love to us small channels. So stay miserable, my friends, and remember to blame everyone else while doing absolutely nothing to change it. Or you can do the exact opposite and have a fulfilling life, but come on, who wants that?